Hello everyone, this is Anna, the founder of Birdhaus Writing and Publishing. My mission is to help as many people as possible to write and publish their books. And today I want to help especially the people that have a corporate career. I have been talking lately with a couple of people that work in pharmaceutical companies, in banking, and other corporations, and they seems to have some fears lying around to take the leap and become authors. While working with them and understanding better their fears and their misconception, I decided to create this video to help as many people as possible to actually overcome those fears that are very common, which is basically how can I combine my corporate career and my corporate world with my dream to become an author. So let's start. One of the first fears that arise when someone has a career and also have the dream to become an author is that the book is going to damage their career. For some reason, these fears come quite often. Depending from the position in the corporation, you might be more keen to be an author or not. If you already have a leadership position and you want to combine your leadership position with a leadership book, I see that as, of course, a great opportunity to become a writer. But sometimes people have different kind of writer's dream. They want to become an author from fiction book, or maybe they want to share something else. And this fear that becoming an author or a published author is going to have an impact on the career is a real one. So for me, the first thing that you need to do is really embrace it. In this moment, you are your only judging yourself. There is no one else. So start writing and start conceptualizing your book is key, because once you know better what you want to write and why, then you will see if really this is a real fear or is just in your mind. So embrace this challenge before judging too much. And then once you have a better idea of what you want to do, then brainstorm with other people. Usually, becoming an author doesn't damage any career, probably is going to support it. So make sure that you continue your book journey and don't make the fears actually stop you in the middle of the project. Second big fear that happens when you have a career and you want to become an author is the fear of judgment, which is a bit like the fear of having the problem with your career, but it's slightly different. The fear of judgment is not only for the workplace, it's also for people around you, friends and family. And this is a very common fear for all writers, especially at the beginning. The fear of judgment comes especially big when you start writing non-fiction book. Because in non-fiction book, you express your thought, your life philosophy, your thinking, and you are really exposing yourself to the world, which is great. And I need to say that as more as you expose yourself and be vulnerable and authentic, the better are the books. And even if someone judge, let them be. In this moment, if you haven't started to write your book, you are the only person judging yourself. Don't start there. Continue. If you think that what you are sharing is too confidential or too vulnerable, you can always brainstorm with someone once it is down. But for now, embrace it and continue. The world needs to hear your story and to hear your thoughts and your life philosophy. Don't stop now. A third typical fear for people in corporation that want to write a nonfiction book is about the topic. Some people might think that it might be controversial. The question is, what is controversial nowadays? If you write about politics, if you write about wars, or if you write about the concept of the world, you can do this in a very elegant and raffinate way without being too controversial. At the end, you want to expose your point of view. In the situation where you think is too controversial, what is the best way to overcome that? It's speaking about that with other people. What you can do is pick some people that are in the same field that you are, in the same corporation area. You can pick also HR people and start to brainstorm and ask them, do you think this topic is too controversial? Do you think this could actually have a problem with my career? You can always ask for advice. Of course, in this case, pick the people wisely and not someone who is always judging everything and everyone. That's probably not the good person. But having a sounding board with someone else and understanding if really what you want to express is controversial is the best way to make sure that maybe you can shape some trick in that and then keep continuing writing your book without fearing too much of the judgment. A typical point that comes with people that have a corporate career and are very busy, and most of them also already have family, comes always the point about, I don't have time to write this book. I have a full busy calendar, then family and think, and then life's gone on, and I cannot find time for my book. This is a typical thing. Everyone has it. If you have a career, a business, even if you are now looking for a job, everyone is going to take this as a point. So don't have time to write my book. Okay, so here is the thing. So you need to find time. The calendar is there to actually organize your life. If you are already like a busy corporate beast, you already have your calendar quite packed, but it's more about priorities. You still need to eat, you still need to sleep, you still need to have some workout. And those also have priority and are in your busy calendar already. Why you cannot find 2 to 3 hours a week where you can dedicate to your book? Take a look on your calendar and put those 2 to 3 hours a week there. At the beginning, you need to dedicate little time because you need to make sure that you are smoothing in it. I recommend for people in corporate to not go over 4 hours a week at the beginning because it's quite intense. However, what I recommend is to think about time as a log of 1 week and not day. Day is complicated and you get frustrated very quickly when after 3 days you haven't touched your book or the book project. Take the time as a week block, including the weekend, and put yourself a time like, okay, every week I need to dedicate 2 or 3 hours to my book. Maybe one day you are going to work 1 hour, the other day 20 minutes, but at least at the end of the week, on Sunday, when you review your week and you prepare the week ahead, you do have that time dedicated. This is super important. You need to put it as a priority and then making sure that within the week you find the proper time to do that. Fifth typical point that comes from a corporate person is like, I have these writer's dreams. I have a book in me, but I'm not a good writer. I have a corporate career. The only thing that we do is writing bloody emails all the time and creating a PowerPoint slide deck. We write a lot in corporate. The thing is about how you want to write is maybe different. So the fact that you are telling yourself that you're not a good writer is probably just another excuse to not continue and to not start. We do write all the time, so that's for sure. What you can start, however, is actually shaping your voice. Of course, having the big project of a book is maybe too big. But what you can do already now is start writing some articles in LinkedIn, in Medium, maybe in your blog. There are plenty of online system that you can actually go and then start creating your content. And starting with small articles will help you to understand how to keep this momentum and how to write. So start small and start now. Writing small LinkedIn article and Medium articles will help you shape your voice, understanding what do you like, you don't like in terms of writing, and also making you in the habit of writing content. This will help you then for your full book, and also you will understand better what is your personal brand. The sixth problem that comes all the time when you have a career and you want to become a writer and an author is the typical thing about you have an idea, you start writing, and then you blocked, and you think this is the writer's block. In reality, what is happening, and you are not clear about the process, and you started with the content without thinking about all the different pillars that build a proper book. I have created a free masterclass that will help you understand better what is the process from a book, from writing to editing to publishing. This will help you understand how much time also you need to allocate, but also how to continue writing. On different kind of YouTube videos, I am sharing also how to build the foundation of the book with your brand, your audience, and the content. Those support will help you continue the journey, because if you don't know how to do it and what is the process, you're going to be blocked. So the writer's block often originate from fears that you haven't overcome, which we have tackled at the beginning of this video. And other part of the writer's block are really related to the fact that you don't know how to continue. And knowing the process, it's key. It's for every project that you have in your life, in your corporate life, you need to know where to start, where is the end, and how to make sure the process goes with also clear milestone. Book is the same, and you need to understand what are those key milestones. Once you have better clarity on the process, you will see that most of those fears will reduce, and you can work, and then you can continue your project. And the last point, of course, for me is one of the most important, because it's what fuels every project, is the motivation. What I see when I speak with corporate people is that they are not really clear about their own motivation. Of course, they have their own career, they have the family and everything, and then there is this need of becoming an author. They have this idea of a book. But at the end, they haven't really got enough in depth to understand why they want to write this book, why they want to become an author. Probably it's something to do with a personal reason, and not because you want to help the audience to overcome some challenges. You need to go into this personal reason. Finding your why is key, because this is what is going to fuel the full project. And when you are in a corporate world where you have so many tasks that come externally, and then you also have a busy life, trying to find the peace of mind to really understand why you want to write this book, it can be difficult. But this is so important, because it's not only about the content and the audience, it's really about yourself. And once you clarify that, you will see that also the process is going to be so much easier, because you understand what fuels your motivation and what are the main goals for you to be an author. And once you know that, everything is going to be so much easier. So this is the end of this video. I hope this will help you to take your book project seriously and to continue. I would love to hear this from you. Don't hesitate to contact me. If you want more information about all the book project and steps, you can watch the free masterclass at the birdhaus.ch. If you think this is not enough and you want even more guidance, exercises, and a method to follow, I have created the online Birdhaus course that help you to do that. And if even this is not enough, I'm always here to help. You can write an email to Birdhaus, and then we are going to help you with your book journey. So I'm looking forward to read your book one day and to get your email about I did it, I publish it. Talk to you soon.